Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting to something fascinating. Beauty product claims. You know, the ones that promise amazing quick fixes, especially for things like, well, droopy
Yeah,
eyelids.
a huge market.
Exactly. And we're looking specifically at one product, City Beauty's lid lifting treatment. The marketing is, wow, incredibly bold. And the price, get this, $67 for just a third of an ounce.
$67. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely up there. More expensive per ounce than decent whiskey, I think someone calculated.
Probably. So, yeah, pretty high for skincare.
And often, that high price doesn't automatically mean it works better. So our mission today is to cut through that sparkle. Does this stuff actually give you a real lift, or is it mostly, well, clever hype?
We need to look at the science, right? Or maybe the lack of science behind these big promises.
Precisely. What's really going on?
Okay, so let's start with their big claim. Diamond powder, diamond powder. In eye cream. I mean, it sounds fancy.
Sounds very fancy.
Yeah.
Luxurious, even.
But like minerals from a jewelry store fixing your eyelids. Are we living in some kind of fantasy novel here? From a science angle, what even is diamond powder in cosmetics?
Right. Well, scientifically speaking, diamonds are just carbon. Very stable, chemically inert carbon crystals.
Inert meaning they don't really react with anything.
Exactly. So the idea that grinding them up magically gives them anti-aging or skin-lifting powers,
Yeah.
it really defies several basic laws of chemistry.
So no chemical reaction happening on your skin?
There's just no plausible scientific basis for diamond powder doing anything like that topically. Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the reality, what's the key takeaway for listeners when they see miracle ingredients like that? Diamond powder, gold flakes, whatever.
I think the instant thought should be, okay, is there any possible scientific reason this would work, or is this purely about making it sound expensive and, luxurious?
Marketing allure.
Almost always, it's the latter. It's for the story, not the substance.
Got it. So no magic diamonds. But they also mention other things like hawthorn extract, quinoa seed extract. The marketing talks about these ingredients lifting and firming saggy lids, reducing excess folds. Sounds like a superfood salad for your eyes.
Yeah, a very expensive salad.
But if the diamonds aren't doing the heavy lifting, what actually is working in this treatment according to the ingredient list?
Okay, so if you ignore the flashy stuff and look at the actual list, what you find are pretty standard cosmetic ingredients, mostly silicones and temporary film-forming agents.
Film-forming agents, like hairspray?
Sort of, yeah. The mechanism is actually quite simple. They spread out on the skin, and as the liquid part evaporates, the film left behind literally contracts, it shrinks.
So it pulls the skin tighter.
Exactly. It creates that immediate tightening sensation. It's the same basic principle as putting egg whites on your face. Remember doing that?
Oh, yeah. That definitely feels tight for a bit.
It's that kind of physical temporary effect, not a biological change.
Okay, that makes sense. And actually, that lines up with a lot of what people say in reviews. We looked into those.
Oh, interesting. What did you find?
Well, some users definitely report seeing that immediate tightening effect. They put it on, and yeah, their lids look a bit more lifted right away.
So the film formers are doing their job temporarily.
Right. But then, just as many people say, the effect wears off completely within hours. And some even mention it leaves a weird residue.
That can happen with film formers, yeah, if you use too much or rub it.
And interestingly, quite a few reviews specifically call out the diamond powder claim as, quote, marketing nonsense.
So people are seeing through it.
Seems like it. I mean, City Beauty does have a 4-star rating on Trustpilot with thousands of reviews, so some people like something about it. But these complaints about it being temporary and the weird ingredients, they keep popping up.
Okay.
So putting it all together, the science, the ingredients, the user feedback, what's the bottom line here? What's the reality check for our listeners?
The reality check is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
This product gives you a temporary cosmetic tightening. That's it. It's achieved using very common basic film-forming ingredients.
And the diamonds?
The diamond powder is pure marketing theater. It adds sparkle to the story, not lift to your lids. You're essentially paying a huge premium for, well, expensive Spanx for your eyelids.
Spanx for your eyelids. I like that.
Okay.
The short-term illusion.
Exactly. And you can get that same temporary tightening feel much, much cheaper. Basic egg white mask does the same thing, or any drugstore firming eye cream that lists dimethicone or similar silicones high up.
So same effect, way less money.
Pretty much identical results, yeah.
Yeah.
For probably, what, 15% of the cost?
Yeah.
Maybe less.
Wow. So wrapping this up, this deep dive really shows how let's call it weapons-grade marketing, can be built around a very basic temporary formula.
It really does. And I think the final thought for you, the listener, is this.
Mm.
Understanding what's actually in a product,
Yeah.
understanding the mechanism, it's empowering. Well, it lets you see past the dazzling claims. It helps you decide if that temporary fix is worth the high price or if maybe you'd rather save your money. Perhaps invested in proper skin care that addresses the root causes of skin aging, instead of spending it on expensive parlor tricks.
Look for the science, not just the sparkle.
That's the key.